Does anybody see it anywhere?
I don't see it anywhere.
Nothing here.
What about over there? Has anyone looked over there?
Wait,
Yes.
What?
No. I'm sorry, Alberta.
Thanks. I'm sorry, Eleanor. I know it was special.
Don't worry. Let's not give up yet. It can still turn up.
What's wrong, boy? I think he saw something. Do you know what happened to Alberta's Book of Truth? Do you all know how to speak dragon?
No.
I'm afraid not.
I thought I did, but it was just my imagination again.
Hey there. Why does everyone look so down in the dumps?
Alberta's lost her special copy of Book of Truth I gave her. My old one with all my notes in it.
I can't find it anywhere.
That's a pity. Can I help you look for it?
Thanks, but we've looked pretty much everywhere.
Well, maybe what you need is just a break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. And if that don't work, maybe just another joke. Me and Sir Percival come up with a good one earlier. Knock, knock.
I'm not really in the mood for a joke right now.
What about another sword fighting lesson?
Maybe later.
Alberta, I have an idea. Why don't I ask those servants if they've seen it?
Oh, and I can ask Cook.
And I'll ask Sir Percival in the other nights.
Oh, wow. Thanks, everyone.
I'm
I'll look around here some more.
I'm sure we'll come up with it. Just call me Sir Looks-a-Lot.
Oh, I lost the Book of Truth and found a headache. Oh. Oh, hello, Your Grace.
Is something the matter?
Yes, I lost something. The Book of Truth Eleanor gave me, her special copy that she made all her notes in, it was here earlier, but now it's gone. I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, that's too bad. It's just a dusty old book anyway. Quiet. You really shouldn't be upset about something that doesn't really matter.
But it does matter. I mean, with all due respect, Your Grace, the Book of Truth is important. If I want to be a good knight, I need to study God's Word. It's where the knight's code comes from.
Is that what Eleanor told you?
Yes.
How does she know that the Book of Truth is God's Word? And how do you know what absolute truth really is?
Because,
Hey, I'm sorry you lost your old book, but you can become a knight anyway. Remember, I'll help you if you'll help me. Now, I need to know the king's plans, and I need to know by tomorrow night so I can, plan my banquet. Oh, it looks like you've had a long day. What you need is a good night's rest. You tell old Eleanor I said so. Good night.
Cook hasn't seen it, I'm sorry.
it's okay. Thanks for asking.
But I brought you an apple, and it's really an apple, not an onion.
Thanks, Your Highness, but I'm not really hungry right now. But I'll save it for later.
Well, maybe Sir Laugh-a-Lot was right. Maybe what you need is a break. We could play a game.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Alberta. A game always helps me cheer up, especially using my imagination.
All right, what do you have in mind?
Well, if you're not going to eat your apple, we could play toss with it. And each time one of us catches it, we have to imagine something funny.
I guess that couldn't hurt.
Okay, you stand over there. Ooh, you've never played this before, have you? Perfect. You ready?
A princess kissing a frog.
A bear juggling a bunch of beehives.
A court jester doing a cartwheel and bumping into a whole suit of armor.
George being chased by a dog, being chased by a cat, being chased by a mouse.
A dog doing the jig. A royal ball, but everyone's in their pajamas.
And instead of dancing, they have a big pillow fight and feathers go everywhere.
It looks like you cheered her up, Princess. Well done, I'm glad. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but no one has seen the Book of Truth.
Thanks for trying.
We'll keep looking tomorrow.
And we'll find it. I already imagined that we had. And you were so relieved, and we were all so happy that we threw a big banquet with so much food and music and fireworks, and we were all there. You and me and Eleanor and Sir Laughs-a-Lot and all the knights. And
Yes, we can imagine it quite vividly, Your Highness.
Well, thank you all for all you've done.
That's what friends are for, Al.
Well, it's getting late. We should eat something before we go to bed.
Hey, do you know what time of day a knight has to especially be on his guard?
Let me guess. Nighttime?
That's right.
Alberta, you'd be most welcome to bring your dinner with me. We can set you up in one of the spare rooms where you can sleep.
Thank you.
Now, Alberta, sleep is very important for your training. You have to have a good night if you want to be a good knight.
I will.
Now, you...
Good night. Good night.
I better see you bright and early for your second day. Night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Sir Laughs-a-Lot. Good night, Eleanor. Good night, Alberta.
This way.
I wonder what I'll dream tonight.
This way, Alberta.
Eleanor,
Yes?
can I tell you something?
Of course.
Well, while you and the others were looking for my book of truth, the Duchess came and found me in the courtyard.
She did she?
Yes, and she said something strange. She said the book of truth isn't really that important and that I don't need it. It sounded so strange, but she was so sure, and I knew it couldn't be right because that's not what you said. But she said the book of truth is just a bunch of fairy tales, and there's no way for me to know if it's God's word.
Then it's just as I feared. The Duchess is not on the side of good.
You mean she's bad?
I'm afraid so. Do you remember how I told you how God is the source of absolute truth and he cannot lie? But the devil is the father of all lies. The Duchess has been lying to you to undermine your training.
But she's been so nice to me.
That may be, but she's already shown whose side she's on by trying to make you doubt God and his word.
I don't know what to think.
You have to make a decision, Alberta. If you're part of God's good kingdom, you'll be at peace with him. But if you're not, and you're part of the bad kingdom, you'll be at war with God. Remember the spiritual armor starting with the belt of truth? Next comes the breastplate of righteousness and the shoes of peace. The breastplate of righteousness helps us to do what's right. And the shoes of peace help us to tell the truth to everyone, even people like the Duchess. You've had a long night. Let's get something to eat.
Ah, is there anything more satisfying than a hard day's work? My plan is coming together nicely. I have that young Alberta right where I want her. All she can think about is becoming a knight. She would do anything. She has no idea that I stole the book of truth, and soon I will steal the crown. Once she tells me where the king is going, I will send my men after him, and they will take care of everything. The king will never return, and I will be queen before that silly princess can even imagine it.